Okay, this is the NLaunch engine. It's meant to take this dummy payload, which will be retrofitted with actual space station parts. You can see the docking port right there. But this is meant to be a one launch to space. It has 4 boosters. It has one maneuvering engine, 4 slight maneuver engines, and 4 flight engines. So essentially, this is going to fly up. It's going to discard these. These are going to deploy parachutes. Once it gets up, it's going to circularize, and then once it's finished circularizing, it's going to free these fairings. It's going to disconnect its payload, do whatever it needs to do with that. But eventually, once it gets to that point, it needs to get back down. Okay, so what I have here is this engine here. This decouples. I can remove the maneuver engine. Once I remove the maneuver engine, there is room for these to dock to this port. So there's also room for this one to dock to this port. These are detachable heat shields. When I inflate them, it's a heat shield. It protects it from heat. Now, admittedly, the descent isn't very pretty, but it survives it with the heat shields for long enough to be able to jettison them, deploy chutes, and land relatively safely. I'm still working on the safely part, but I've got the general idea down. Basically, these will disconnect. I've got my 4 key binded to the red one when I enable my lights. I have lights down here to see, and I have my 5 key binded to the blue one. That's just so I can decouple them and remove them safely instead of having to fucking look inside and find the fucking decoupler. You can see this is miserable. I don't like having to do that, so I did that. But pretty much that's it. That's all it does. It's got parachutes and shit. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so far, so good. I'm gonna try to pull this off, but there's a good chance I'm gonna get fucked over halfway through it somehow. I mean, I've pretty much done every adjustment I could to make sure it works this time. But yeah, I'm pretty thoroughly pissed off. But we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna make it work, baby. And this thing's gotta go a little bit fucking faster if it wants to catch this. Okay, now comes the hard part. We're gonna perform a couple different things. But for now, I'm going to make it go to the normal inclination, which means it points straight vertical in our perspective. But first things first, we are going to deploy the fairing. The fairing is deployed. It's gone. Okay, this is our simulated payload. It's awesome, right? Okay, fuck off. Now, we are going to kill everyone. We're going to dock the heat shields. So, what we're gonna do here is I have a system where I have lights here. Now these lights are very nice. These lights help me see which one is which. My 4 key is red. My 5 key is blue. Okay, so I want to detach red. So red is 4. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to enable its ability to use its battery because it would suck everything. But here we go. I'm going to keep these lights on too. Boom. Okay. So now we have disconnected one of the first heat shields. What this thing is responsible for is protecting it from re-entry effects. All the bad stuff that happens when you're trying to come back into, whatever the fuck. I'm just going to shut up. But what I need to do first is I also need to undock the engine so that I can allow this to attach to the lower end. I'm going to be anti-normal in order for the docking port to be aligned. And, hold on, we're coming in a little quick here. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to move us up here. This procedure doesn't really suck that much. It's just, the last one I tried to do, the lights actually blocked me from docking, and it was basically a 10-minute recording that got trashed just because of the lights, so you can imagine how I felt. But so far, this should be able to get in. If I can just get it straight in there. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go. Get in there! Yeah! Yeah! Okay, anyways, this is blue. Blue is 5. I will now press 5, not until I enable its batteries, so it doesn't get fucked up. Okay, 5. There we go. 5 has been disconnected. We are going normal, and we are heading straight up. Perfect. Okay, we are now going to head for the docking port. Okay. Blue is doing pretty good. I'm going to make life just a little bit easier and be a fat chud real quick. Do a quick flip because I'm awesome. This does honestly help me know where the fuck I need to go. Here we are. Perfect. Just right there. Okay. Now, we have enough fuel to perform the full maneuver. What I will be doing is I will be inflating my top shield, but I'm not going to inflate my bottom shield yet because these lock. I cannot uninflate it. Or well, unflate? I don't fucking know. But we're going to exit docking mode. We're going to get ourselves in retrograde. Actually, no, we're fine. I'm going to go full retro in a minute. I want to make sure that I'm landing where I should land. There we go. Alright, my periapsis should hopefully put us near an area that is nice and watery. Most likely not with the moving of terrain, and I'm too lazy to calculate that, but we're gonna say fuck it, we ball. We're gonna inflate this shield, and this is probably going to fail. That's just how it is. I'll figure out how to not make it do that at some point, but ideally, we are going to be mostly alright coming in here. Okay, here we go. So, I've also attached little separatrons and a docking action, an undocking action that should allow me to very softly jettison these heat shields, because otherwise if I jettison them without like throwing them out, I can cause catastrophic damage to both sides and we can lose our ability to safely land. But this time I'm taking a shallower entry into the atmosphere, so hopefully I don't fucking die. Good chance we will though. It's not like there's people on this, so who gives a fuck. Here we go. So I've noticed sometimes is that it will tumble in midair. Usually the tumbling isn't a huge deal. It can overheat a little bit here, but I didn't need cheats for it to survive. So the tumbling isn't a huge deal at this point. It might even be a good way to air brake because really this thing is just a giant cylinder flying through, way too aerodynamic. But I mean, whenever you flip it like it's a whole bar against the air, it does slow down a lot faster, so I guess I'm not really complaining about it. But this is a pretty good way to survive, I'm not gonna lie. It also saves the use of engines, thus making it a little less complex. Just the recovery is a bit of an issue to iron out in the logistical sense. Okay, it's getting a little bad. There's a lot of drag on this side. I think it's going to flip soon. But I'm trying to take it through the upper end of the atmosphere so I can slowly decelerate. Yeah, see that? We're slowly coming down. So we're not taking too many G-forces. So this actually might turn out pretty perfect. One issue I did just realize though is that these separatrons that I put on here, they're only facing outwards. So the heat shields could come back, but there's eight whole units of solid fuel in them, so that means they've got like a good amount of burn time, so we should be okay. I'm saying that as the heat shield will fly straight out and then just come straight back and hit it. So that would suck. But right now, this shallow entry looks like it's actually working pretty well. So I'm pretty happy. And we're saving a little bit of liquid fuel and oxidizer for these little RCS blocks, which are helping keep us stable. Nice. Ooh, very nice. Coming in just how I want it to. This is perfect. Okay, we're getting a little bit of drag. Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay, tumbling. It's tumbling time. Alright, that's tumble one. Let's try and stable it out. Okay, no, it wants to go back, so let's tumble back. Okay, it wants to tumble forward. Let it tumble forward. Let it tumble back. Okay. See what I mean though? The overheating isn't even, it's not even giving me an overheating dial, so okay, now watch this. Oh. Okay, well the good news is that's just our lower end. The top half is what I'm really worried about. We could be a little bit fucked here. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Okay, so we've lost all our drag chutes on the bottom. Looks like I need to put a fuck ton of separatrons down there. But for the most part, this is the general consensus. I know how to fix that, but this is the idea on how I want it to work. It doesn't really need to be final. But coming down in the atmosphere, fucking around a little bit. Let's see how this goes. My drag chutes should be the first thing to go. I've got 6 mains and 6 drogues. So there's a good chance this could go really badly. We're actually picking up a lot of speed here. I need these drag... Yeah, I need these drogues to go. Come on, drogue time. That's why I hate these fucking things. Well, so yeah, the rocket's fucked because the drogue, I made the mistake, but you know, that is the general idea. It would work other.